In this video I'm just going to talk about rotating tree canopies. We normally have our canopies north, south, east, west, or north, east, south, west, and we assume that north is 12 o'clock, but sometimes, as in this plan, they've rotated the plan slightly. It's got a grid on it, and the grid, that line should be sort of horizontal. So they've rotated the whole thing probably to make this fit better in a landscape plan. So we need to set the north from its sort of default 12 o'clock position. And we can use this grid to help us. Sometimes you might just have a north pointer with an arrow, and you can use that. But we need to find out the angle that it's sort of been rotated clockwise. So I can use the grid to help me do that. If I pick the origin somewhere along this sort of south to north line, I'll click there. The grid comes on, and then I'm going to use this measure angle tool. The base point of the measure will be here, and then I'm just going to pick anywhere along this vertical grid line, and then the other point to here. So that's given me the angle, and that's been copied to the clipboard. So I can switch the grid off now. Go to the map settings, click the rotate angle box and paste that in, and then switch it on, so I want to use it. And a little pointer appears up on the top right, showing that the north has been set from its default of sort of 12 o'clock. So if I now plot a tree, and on this tree the east is 3 meters, that's the longest distance. So if I plot that, say here, so the east value, which is 3 meters, has been rotated very slightly clockwise, 26.34 degrees, to match the rotation of the map. But you can tweak it further, and sometimes you need to tweak canopies a little bit, and we can adjust this on top of the main adjustment, or if there's no main adjustment, if the map is set correctly, you may still need to tweak canopies. So we can add a field to sort of do that individually. So if I go into the settings, adjust fields, add tree canopy rotate, they're fine, and I'll just move that up under the canopy selections and give it a divider. So it's moved up here. So whatever I do with this, as long as this is selected, whatever value I put in here, it'll rotate it plus or minus. If I actually put in 26.34, which is what it's been rotated, 26.34, and make it minus, it will take it back to where it used to be. That's just me being silly. Okay, so let's put another value in, and you can tweak it with these plus and minus buttons and see it actually, you might want it pointing more like that. If I plot another tree next to it, I might want this one to actually rotate back slightly. So as I change the angle in the box, the canopy will change. This only works from version 6.01. It was added then, but it's just a little tweaker, so you can set canopies without having to do it in CAD later. Okay, thank you.